River Road, you got me running way back home. River Road, you got me running all night long. You got me singing some canal boat song. River Road, you got me running all night long.
All right, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Niner Nuts, our last Niner Nuts of the year of our Lord 2025. Sorry for being a day late, but if you're only going to get one episode, might as well drop it on a usual off day on Wednesday. So we did take all last week off in case you were worried. It was Christmas week. The game was on Monday. A lot of craziness. James is doing his version of Eat, Pray, Love over in Europe right now, so we're not going to have him for a couple weeks. I'm glad you got that joke. But yeah, we are still here. We are just going to talk about both games because there's quite a few similarities in the results between both our victories. The Monday before Christmas against the Indianapolis Colts and our Sunday night victory over the Bears, and I only put the Bears score on there, but it's okay. But yeah, I don't know though. I'm not going to go through the whole nerdy number things for 2 weeks, but I will say that Brock Purdy, he put a clinic on both of these teams with 10 touchdowns. I think 2 or 3 turnovers. I think it was 2. But what we did against the Colts is almost even, it makes it even more impressive what we did against the Bears, because we were like full arsenal against the Colts, and it was spectacular. I'm going to go ahead and actually flip to since I keep yammering on about that game. You can see how much planning we put into this too. How are you doing, by the way? I definitely didn't ask you. You enjoyed your Christmas?
I did. My Christmas was good. I'm actually I'm broadcasting here from my brand new computer chair that I got for Christmas, actually.
Hey, hell yeah. That's what's up.
Very excited about that.
That is awesome. I do not have a new chair, and the new hat I got was the Big Ten championship, so it's not appropriate for right now. I'll save that for the very end.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we beat the Colts 48-27. Yeah, 5 touchdowns, 1 pick. Christian McCaffrey just 117 yards rushing alone, and then added 29 and 2 tutties through the air, and then okay, so actually 2 turnovers because, or no, he didn't lose that fumble.
No, that was the one that got caught out of the air.
That was Ton just bailed him out on that, which was so lucky. But yeah, no, the Colts game was amazing. It was, I wish I could have been there, but taking a pregnant wife to a very loud football stadium is not ideal in the trimester we're at. Plus the nosebleeds alone were $300. But no, we had a hell of a time watching this game from the comfort of our home. The only thing that I thought was kind of alarming about this game was we gave 44-year-old Phillip Rivers 277 passing yards, despite holding the rushing attack to 58 yards, which is consistent with how bad the Colts run game has been as of late during their entire collapse. But Jonathan Taylor did find the end zone, even though he only got 46 yards. So, I mean, our rush defense came to play. Our secondary sure didn't, though. Jair, Penix, Mustafa. I mean, to be fair, Demo just doesn't get targeted, which I don't think it's talked about enough. But, yeah, Darrell Luter and Stout and everyone else, like, just it goes hand in hand with having no pass rush either. But, yeah, 44-year-old Phillip Rivers getting 277 passing yards on us. That's kind of alarming, but at the same time, I don't remember what week, but I remember you said, okay, we got to flip the script a little. We got to have an offense that carries the defense, and I think we can. You sure as hell seem right so far. Between this and the Bears game, I think they got the memo that the offense needed to start firing on all cylinders, and they did. What notes did you have just from this game alone first?
Yeah, I mean, Purdy had the one pick in this game on a high ball across the middle. That's kind of his thing. Yeah, that's where he makes his mistakes. It's high balls across the middle. But other than that, he played really well. I mean, 5 touchdowns. You can't really knock that. The offense is really clicking right now, which is what you want to see. And yeah, to your point, like what I said a few weeks ago, is that the offense is going to have to carry this team, and this team's only going to go as far as the offense carries them, because the defense can't stop anything. We should have never let. I mean, I'm not trying to make fun of the guy. I'm not trying to pick on the guy, but like, did you see some of those throws that Phillip Rivers made? I mean, like, the ball was like fluttering through the air like it was just like shot out of like a slingshot or something. I mean, it was just like fluttering all over the place.
Oh, they were a handful of those incompletions were atrocious. Like, but look at this though. We let him. Purdy hit 25 completions on 34 attempts into 5 touchdowns, but Phillip Rivers, we still allowed him 23 completions on 35 attempts, and they almost had identical passing numbers. The only thing that was drastically different was 2 touchdowns to 5. Yeah. Like, touchdowns are touchdowns, but just from a quarterback rating standpoint, that can't be like that. He got a 97 and Purdy had a 126, and that's all the difference 3 extra touchdowns is.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah, I mean, so it was really alarming to watch Rivers sort of just, kind of carve up our defense. But I mean, we've talked about it for the last few weeks, in that anytime you have a good quarterback back there, and if they're able to sit back there and just stand around and not have to feel any sort of pressure, they're probably going to carve this team up, because they're just not that good defensively. And so, yes, Phillip Rivers might be 44 years old, and yes, maybe he can't throw the ball more than 15 yards confidently. Fine. He still can read defenses well enough to know what we're doing defensively, and then if we can't pressure him, he's going to know where to throw that ball within that 10-yard barrier. So, I mean,
he sacked this old fart too, only twice.
Yeah.
Like, sure, the offensive line of the Colts is not bad. I mean, they only let Taylor. I mean, they only let him carry it 16 times, but I mean, sure, it's not an above average offensive line, but you have a quarterback that, when healthy, was a pocket passer and didn't run. Like, so it's just even more. I don't know. It's more damning on our defense, really. Like, there's a lot of these guys I really like. I like Sam-O. I like Kalia Davis. I really see promise in CJ West, and then Demo, no one targets Demo, which is fine.
Yeah.
That just means he doesn't show up on the stat sheet.
Yeah.
And then Stout's doing very, very well, I think, overall. Everybody else, good God, Jair Brown, it's not doing good. Malik Mustafa, he's like a worse version of Hufanga, where he can tackle very well, but he's awful in coverage.
Yeah. The safeties are not very good in coverage right now, which is a big problem for us, because we keep getting targeted by them. Get targeted on them, unfortunately, and
that was Alec Pierce's 2 touchdowns. Were 2. One of them was right over the head of Jair Brown, and I forget the one that gave up the other one. But yeah, no, it was the exact same thing. Just Alec Pierce just split the safeties and went right over their heads.
Yeah. Yep. So I mean, truthfully, our linebackers don't cover great either. So I mean, it's just the defense is bad. I mean, that's just there's no ways around it. I mean, we'll talk about it here. You're going to flip to the Bears game. I mean, we'll talk about it a little bit with the Bears game too. I mean, we gave up 27 points to the Colts, and then you're going to see here that we gave up 38 points to the Bears.
I was trying to find the team stats, but they weren't right there. So
yeah.
I have to see stats. I just want to see real quick before we start talking about the Bears, just how we gotta be. I guess I could just click any of these and go from there. Because total yards, we have to be so bad. Yards per game, yeah, we are. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 32 minus. We're 25th in total defense.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Or no, wait. Unless no, that's not yards per game. I don't know what. Or no, that is total. Why does that look like that? That's so weird. No, here we go. Now this is total yards per game. We're okay. We're still somehow in the middle ish.
Yeah.
That's surprising. I don't know what I was looking at before. Maybe it was turnover.
Look at the Bengals giving up almost 400 total yards per game.
You said it best though. We really are we have turned into the Bengals of the NFC.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what we are. So
we're atrocious on defense right now, and it shows. It's very bad.
Yeah, I mean the offense has to score. I mean, we scored 48 points here. We scored 42 against the Bears. I mean, we have to put up 40 plus points every week to win because the defense can't stop anything. I mean, so that's okay, but I mean, that's not sustainable for any considerable period of time.
Yeah, best case scenario is that this turns into getting to the Super Bowl and then losing, like what happened to the Bengals. I mean,
yeah. Best case. I mean, I'd take that in any world scenario. I mean, that'd be fine. I would for this team to play in the Super Bowl this year. That would be an amazing outcome. I mean, best case scenario is they win the.
Has anyone ever pitched getting to the Super Bowl a bad pitch?
Yeah, I suppose. But I mean, I don't know. I think best case scenario is they beat the Seahawks somehow, and then probably get bounced in the divisional round would be my assumption.
I mean, let's not doom and gloom that so far just yet. Let's take a moment and not just celebrate yeah, we beat the Bears. We did.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I was completely flabbergasted. I couldn't believe we actually pulled that off, even though the last pass was dirted. Thank God it was a broken play. Otherwise, it probably would have been a touchdown. Because Caleb said that last play didn't get into his earpiece, so he was trying to piecemeal something together. And
okay.
Thank God that call didn't come in. Otherwise, once he started scrambling, I thought oh my God, we might actually pull this off. Because as you see here, viewers and listeners, we will tell you, we beat the Bears only 42-38, which in itself, this was a 90-point game. Holy crap.
I told you guys, they're going to start setting the overs at ridiculous numbers for 49ers games.
Or 80, sorry, that I can't math. This was an 80-point game. A lot of people were comparing this to that the Rams and Chiefs game back in 2016 or 17, which that was a 90 game, or maybe that was almost 100 too. But yeah, you see the box score here. We're tied at 14, 28-21, and then this was a true track meet. I got to explain to my wife what a track meet is in terms of football, and it's where defense need not apply. That is exactly what happened.
Yeah.
We saw two, if we want to be more objective about it, we saw two of the best offensive minds just fully taking advantage of underperforming defenses. I would say we are underperforming more than the Bears personally, but we saw two offensive geniuses pick each other limb from limb, and it wasn't who had the ball last, but it was it came down to the last play. It truly did, because we left too much time on the clock. But
yeah,
this was an offensive juggernaut of a game. Caleb, this was easily his best game, even in a loss as a pro. So there's plenty of promise for him, for Bears fans. But then look at Purdy, 3 passing touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns, and we had Christian McCaffrey just tearing it up again, going 180 yards and a touchdown. But we did this having to lean on Ricky Pearsall, who's finally healthy and filling in for Brandon Ayuk.
Is
and
he healthy? Is he healthy?
Healthy enough. Healthy enough. He led the team with 85 yards. Isaiah's healthy enough. And then Jake Todges had to come in because Kittle was a game time inactive. And then we did this, leaning way more on Kyle Juszczyk along with him because Trent Williams got hurt in the first damn series of the game, pulled his hammy and never came back, and probably not going to play against the Seahawks the way that it's trending at this moment in a short week. So, I mean, there's plenty of wonderful things to take away from this, but there's also a little bit of worry now. Autopsying this, looking forward to our Seahawks game, which now decides not only the division, but who gets the number 1 seed.
Yeah.
Which, taking that into consideration, like after Fred Warner broke his ankle and Tampa kicked the crap out of us, you telling me we're still going to be playing for the number 1 seed in week 18, I would have said you were on crack. This is just, I'm jumping all over the place. Like, how many heart attacks did you have during this game? Because I had at least 3.
Oh yeah, I mean, I didn't think we were going to win this game once we kind of got once the scoring got like flipped. You know, once we had to punt that one time, I was like, oh no. I'm like, now we're in trouble because nobody's stopping anybody here, and now we're on the wrong side of these scoring situations here. So I didn't feel very good from then on. And
Chicago got the ball at halftime too, which already for us, like you said, the way this is going, like, oh crap, they get to set the tone now.
Right. Yep. And so it was just very worrisome at that point in time. So probably once the second half started, I was pretty worried. But no, this game was just wild to watch. I mean, it's just another showcase of the 49ers offense and what they can do and what Purdy can do leading this team and how great he's been since he's come back from the toe injury that second time. And being fully healed.
This is the stuff that earned him $50 million a year and why Mac Jones is the backup. No disrespect to Mac whatsoever. He did phenomenal for us. He wasn't going to do this.
No.
We would have lost this game by double scores or double digits if Mac was playing in this game.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, Mac Jones doesn't do that one touchdown where Purdy goes out and then like dekes around the 2 defenders and throws the ball to Juszczyk in the corner of the end zone. I mean, Mac Jones just doesn't do that. He doesn't have the legs to make that play. It's not a slam or a slight or a hit piece on Mac Jones. It's just not something that he does. It's okay. But is it? I asked the same question that I've probably asked before: is it sustainable to continue to score 40 points a game every week for the next? What would we need? 5 more weeks? I mean,
week 18, divisional conference, Super Bowl, 4 more weeks, luckily.
so is it sustainable to score 40 points a game for the next 4 weeks and beat teams? I don't know. I mean, I don't think so, but I guess we'll see. I mean, I'm just gonna enjoy the ride while it's here. I mean, this team's been a lot more fun this season than I thought it was gonna be, so I'm gonna take it at that. So, I mean, I've enjoyed watching them. It's been a good ride. You know, hopefully we're going to be 13-4 at the end of next week. You know, like you said, Dan, we're playing for the number 1 seed in the NFC, which I would have never even thought going into week 1 that we would be playing for the number 1 seed in the NFC, if I'm just being honest. And then when you tell me after we lose a Bosa and we lose a Warner, that we're still going to be here at the end of the season playing for, you know, we made fun of the 49ers for wearing their the rivalry uniforms the last week of the season because we were like, oh, who cares? No one's going to be watching that game. It's going to be a pointless game. No one's going to care by then, you know, because either one or both of our teams is going to be out of it and it won't matter. And then here we are now, and it's the game of games. So, I mean, you know, A, it shows what do we know? We don't clearly know what we're talking about. And then, you know, B, just, you know, the power that this team has really had this season. So, um, it's been great to watch and tons of fun. And I'm excited to. I mean, I was excited all last week about the Bears game. I just kept waiting and waiting and waiting. Like, man, I can't wait to watch the Bears game. Man, I can't wait to watch the Bears game. Oh, it's just so much fun to watch the Bears game. And I'm like that already this week with the Seahawks game. I'm just like counting down the days. I'm like, can't wait to watch that Seahawks game. Can't wait to watch that Seahawks game. It's gonna be such a good game. Can't wait to watch that Seahawks game. So,
Dude,
yeah.
Oh my gosh, you saying that just triggered in my head too. That I guess like an extension of what I was first saying. Like, both of these coaches have phenomenal cases for Coach of the Year. We saw we have two coaches. Like, Kyle is in that weird boat where he's been around a while. We all know he's a great coach. Never won it, like kind of a bridesmaid but never a bride kind of deal going on here. And then Ben Johnson, who comes in, has to fix Caleb Williams, like, more or less, because he looked so bad last year. And I'll say he did. He's less than 300 yards away from being the first Bears quarterback to hit 4,000 yards. Like, that alone, double-digit wins, already won the division in week right before this, week 16, week 17, that gap.
Yep.
I don't know. This, like, if Kyle doesn't win, well, first, Kyle just needs to get nominated first. That's going to be a big win in itself, because that would show the respect that people should be giving him, that we have been arguing that Kyle Shanahan has been coaching his ass off so hard this year with the worst injury luck imaginable. Like, and sure, the scheduling gods were favorable to us this year, but you still have to win those damn games. Look at the Rams. Look at the Rams. The Rams dicked around, and they can't get the number 1 seed or the division anymore when they looked like they were running away from the division, or with the division. And now it could be ours again.
Right.
After
That's
they
crazy.
After they kicked the crap out of us about a month ago.
Yep.
And same with Tampa. Tampa kicked the crap out of us, and now even if they beat the Panthers, they might still not win their division because of the funniest tiebreaker I've ever heard of. It's just it's just truly unbelievable. And Purdy is peaking at the right time without Trent, without Brandon, and without George on the offensive side this time. Is it sustainable? To your question, no. But that's going to be because of our defense. Because if we have to score 42 points because the other team scored 38 points, that's where the big problem is.
Yeah.
That's that. If the defense can tighten up just a little bit. We missed out on getting that guy that went to the Dolphins. I don't know if they want to try to get Trayvon Diggs from the Cowboys. He just got released, like, very strangely, like 1 week before the season ends, so he can go to a contender. I guess that was their, like, fine, like, we'll do you a solid and cut you now, like, because that relationship sounded like it was a mess. But then we also missed out on a couple other defensive players. Like, we missed out on Bosa before the year started to have the Bosa bookends. Yeah. Like, I don't think it's remotely feasible. Like, Eric Kendricks isn't caught to speed yet, so I mean, signing him hasn't really done anything. But that is going to be, yeah, we can score 42 points, but if we have to because the guys are right behind us, that's going to be what's not sustainable.
Yeah, I mean, so to your earlier point, according to BetMGM, Mike Vrabel is the favorite at -145 to be Coach of the Year, followed by Kyle Shanahan at +185.
Ooh, he's second to. Okay, I can respect being second to Vrabel. I can respect that. Vrabel's another great candidate, turning around the Patriots the way he did.
Yeah. So the other candidates they have listed are Mike McDonald, Liam Cohen, Ben Johnson, and Sean Payton.
I can respect all those. All those coaches have phenomenal stories for this year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially Liam. I think Liam gets crapped on a little bit just because it's the Jags. I think Liam Cohen, absolutely. Like, if they narrow it down to 4 instead of 5, I would hope Liam's in the top 4.
Yes. Yes, we will see. So, to your other point,
I know I was scatterbrained there. Like, it's just, I guess I'm still 48 hours later on an emotional high.
Yeah.
Part of that is because this is my dad's team. Like, and that
yes, I know.
that I definitely got emotional when the game was over, just because it was such a dramatic finish. And then I was like, oh well, damn it, I want to call my dad and I can't. Like,
yeah, that part sucks, man. I get that. I've been there before, and that part sucks.
yeah,
Um,
it's what it
so
is. I know I know Dad's thrilled that the Bears at least won the North.
yeah.
But no, what was the point that you were trying to get at?
Oh, I've been really happy with Christian McCaffrey's running the last couple games. That's been great to see him over 100 yards in this game and in the Colts game. I think that's really beneficial for us. I mean, that's something that we haven't had.
2,000 yards. We didn't celebrate that. He crossed the 2,000 yard. He didn't hit the 1,000 yet, but we still got one game. But he did hit 2,000 total. Second player to have 2,000 yard seasons.
Yep. So I thought that was really cool that the running game has sort of gotten its feet back under it a little bit. That really helps with the whole, kind of marching the ball down the field and keeping the offense on the field and keeping that defense off the field for as much as we can while still scoring points. So I thought that was really good to see. Very happy with that, and I hope that trend continues when we play the Seahawks here this week. That we can run the ball on them as well.
Pray for Christian's back. Pray for his back, because I saw he was having back spasms. Like, pray for that man's back.
Yeah. So, but I mean, I don't know. The defense just has to. The defense just has to make really just has to make 3 stops. Really is all they have to make. If the offense is truly going to be this good and is going to put up video game like numbers on offense, then all the defense has to do is make 3 stops. They got to get 2 stops in the first half and 1 stop in the second half, and we'll be good. But that's a challenge for them.
I'm amazed it was 50%. I couldn't believe it was actually 50%, the way that they were converting third downs in the second half.
Yeah.
But when you add in the fourth downs, that's 8 for 14. That's not good. That's over 50%. This is very, very bad on defense, being that susceptible to third and fourth down conversions.
Yeah, no, I agree.
That was probably what frustrated me the most watching the game, was not just in general, we gave up 38 points to Caleb Williams and made him look like Superman. It was just, we were just so damn bad on third and fourth down.
Well, we gave up six. We gave them almost 7 yards of play. We gave up 6.9 yards of play too. That doesn't really help either.
No,
so I mean,
not at all.
You can't give up that many yards of play and expect, good things to happen for your defense. But I mean, in the end, they rushed him around and made a bunch of traffic for him to get distracted by and stuff, and made it hard for him. And I mean, let's keep in mind too. I mean, Purdy threw that pick on the first play of the game too. If he doesn't do that, this game is probably 42-31.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, that is true. We did. I saw a little bit of this game with my brother-in-law. We were doing a late Christmas, and he's a big Bears fan. Like my sister did not adopt the Niners like me. My sister stayed with the Bears. So, yeah, we were on the same page. I was like, Purdy's got to stay on the field and be accurate. Like, he's got to be accurate, and he's got to stay on the field for us to win the game. And lo and behold, Juwan did run a great route, but he's on Jalen Johnson, their Pro Bowl corner. It was a bang-bang pass breakup, tip drill, takes it right to the house. So not entirely Purdy's fault, but at the same time, I looked right at him and I was like, look what I told you, an accurate freaking pass right off the bat.
Yep.
Maybe don't target Johnson the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Which is hard to do because Wright's their other guy, and Wright got snubbed from the Pro Bowl even though he has 8 picks.
Yeah.
So that Bears secondary is nasty.
Yeah, the Bears have been a very turnover-happy defense anyway. So, I mean, that's how they've been kind of making their money all season long. So, they actually haven't been that good statistically otherwise, other than generating a bunch of turnovers. So,
I mean, no risk it, no biscuit. Like,
Yeah. Oh,
if
yeah.
you give up 300 yards through the air, but you pick the ball off twice, I mean, that kind of bounces it out in my book.
Yeah, probably. So, but yeah, I mean, it's a it was a good win. It was a scary win. But it was great to see Purdy do the things that he does out there. I mean, he's on fire right now. He's playing great football. He's going to have to play great football this week in Seattle, or not in Seattle, but against Seattle, to try to beat them. And
he's hit 20 touchdowns despite only playing how many games?
8.
He's hit 20 touchdowns even though he's only played in 8 games. That's I mean, yeah, remember he did throw 5 picks in one game, so take that with a grain of salt. I don't know. In my mind, I consider that maybe 7, like, but still, that's clearly on pace for 40 touchdowns, like on pace for over 4,000 yards. Like,
yeah,
healthy Purdy is worth every dime of that $50 million contract. That's all I have to say.
I mean, yeah, the guy that we've got right now out there slinging the ball around for us is definitely worth every bit of that money that we're paying him. I mean, he's making plays with his feet, he's making plays with his arm. He's elevating the team. He's taking accountability for things on the field. He's doing everything that you would want out of a quarterback and everything you would want out of the quarterback position right now, except for, a knucklehead pick every game. But I mean, that's just kind of the way that he plays. So, I mean, you're going to have to live with it.
I will take the handful of brain fart picks when the upside is this.
Yeah. I told you in the group chat earlier, it's the Brett Favre experience all over again. I mean, he plays so much like Brett Favre used to play back in the day.
See, Brett Favre was I was under 10, like baby, like kid. I was just worried about being 7 when Brett Favre was playing. So
yeah. But yeah, same like gunslinger mentality. Like I can throw the ball in anywhere, and Favre had a better arm, but just the way to kind of like not really a runner, but a scrambler, and that kind of thing, and would make plays happen with his feet and get people open that way and stuff like that. So yeah, reminds me, but was some would say careless with the ball, and threw a lot of picks.
Was hero ball invented by Brett Favre?
Sometimes.
I don't remember exactly what the numbers were, but I know his touchdown to interception ratio was pretty bad.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, he has a ring and Ring of Honor and Hall of Fame, all that. But yeah, his raw number touchdown to interception ratio is pretty bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he leads the NFL in interceptions, if I'm not mistaken.
He is now tied with Matthew Stafford for pick sixes because of the one Matthew threw last night.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious. It was like 32, I think it was, or 34.
Yeah, 32, I believe you're correct.
Absurd amount of that's a wild amount of pick sixes. That was very funny. I didn't watch any of the game last night, but when you told me that the Falcons were like, when you said, holy crap, the Falcons, and I saw the score was like 21-3, I was like, what?
Yeah.
This is why you're not the number 1 seed anymore, Rams. You're choking away games you absolutely shouldn't.
Yeah, I'm totally confused by that when I flipped up ESPN to see what was going on. So, yeah, Brett Favre ended his career with 508 touchdowns and 336 interceptions.
Ooh, that's not good. That's a pretty bad ratio.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, the man liked to sling the ball around.
Yeah. It's like Jameis Winston if he was like 10% better.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so funny. I'm just trying to think if we covered pretty much everything in this game. I
think so.
I'm kind of drawing a blank here.
Well, normally we talk about the defense as well. There's just nothing to talk about with the defense other than they were bad. So I mean, there's just nothing there.
Just spinning the wheels of like that guy gave up a touchdown. That guy gave up a touchdown. we couldn't stop Jack on the ground. No. Gave up 110 yards and 2 touchdowns. I mean, like, no one person got over 60, but didn't really matter when Caleb threw 330 yards.
Yeah.
And we couldn't sack him.
Nope. No, we could not.
Yeah, pretty close. I'll give him. I mean, give him only a little bit of credit. I know. I remember Sam almost had a good sack, and I think Kalaya almost had a good sack. But if you don't bring him down, it doesn't matter.
No, we gotta get pressure in the pocket. We're still not generating any pressure with our front four, really. So I mean, it's causing us problems.
Well, yeah. Well, and kudos to Chicago for figuring out who can replace Romadunze when he's hurt, and Luther Burden. Jesus Christ, he looks like it. That dude's a rookie, and he looked like freaking Randy Moss torching us.
Yeah, that guy cost me my fantasy football championship.
Ah, dang.
I'm
No
so
kidding.
mad. Yeah, I'm so mad.
Jeez, that sucks.
Yep. Every time he caught the ball, I was like, no.
Dude, he lit us up. That was I was very mad. I couldn't believe
we
that.
give up like a 100-yard receiver every time almost.
I know we give up one 100-yard receiver, and we almost gave it up to Colson Loveland, looking like he was the right pick instead of who went to the Colts. Yeah,
Warren.
Yeah, Warren. No, Loveland had probably the best game of his career so far too. Yeah. 2 rookies killed us. That's how bad our secondary is.
Yeah, it's not great.
No, not at all. Well, I think with that, I think it's time for us to give a little shout out to our new sponsor, and I will bring them up here with this cool video first, and then give you a little bit more insight. That's right, guys. We are now sponsored by the Columbus Lions, the indoor football team. They are currently in their off season, but that makes it a great time to go ahead and check them out. As you see here, they have free agent tryouts happening in just 2 weeks on January 17th. You can try out and try to see if you have what it takes to be a Columbus Lion. You can also take a look at their field suite options. See if there's a cool part-time job for you to, if you're interested in working with the Lions in that kind of a capacity. The schedule will be coming out soon. They are a proud member of the AAL, like you see there, but the Columbus Lions, now a proud sponsor of our show. If you think you have what it takes to join the team, go ahead and check out their times for the tryouts on January 17th. Look here for season tickets too. You get all this information and more about the Columbus Lions at columbuslions.net. Again, thank you to the Columbus Lions for being a sponsor of the show. Check them out again at columbuslions.net. Thank you, guys. Okay, so with this little bit of time we have left, we obviously need to say our little prayer for the Seahawks game, but we need to give a little bit of a shout out to, I am kind of pulling this off the top of my head. We need to give a little bit of a shout out to our 6 Pro Bowlers. Let's see if I had them memorized exactly, because it was George Kittle, Trent Williams, Christian McCaffrey, Kyle Juszczyk, Luke Gifford, our special teamer. Second or third time we've had a special teamer under Kyle make the Pro Bowl, and then long snapper Johnny Weeks. So we were near the top of the crop. I think the Broncos and the Ravens and us were the 3 teams that had 6 Pro Bowlers, if I'm not mistaken. But anybody that got snubbed, anybody that's a surprise, like I was particularly happy that Luke Gifford, I was very surprised, but when I read his name, I did notice, like, oh yeah, he, like, whenever the ball was stopped, he was right there. So, I mean, I'm no special teams expert. Like, I can't tell you if Weeks was the best long snapper or not, but everybody else, I was not surprised. They're cornerstones of the franchise, and kind of not surprised we didn't have a defensive player make it, but
yeah, I mean, I guess you could vote for Lenore. I mean, just because he does, like, we talked a little bit earlier in the show. He doesn't really have real gaudy numbers to back anything up, but that's because teams literally aren't throwing at him all game long. So I
Yeah.
mean,
He locks down his side for sure.
yeah. So I mean, you could have potentially put him as a Pro Bowler. That'd really be it from the defensive side of the ball. Not everybody else has not been good for Pro Bowl standings. Offensively, I mean, I don't know. I guess you could have had.
If Purdy wasn't hurt for half the season, the way he's been playing right now, if he could have played that the whole year, he would have made it.
Yeah. I would say so. But I mean, otherwise, I think maybe Trent.
Trent did make it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was on offense. It was Trent, CMC, Kyle, and George.
Oh, okay. I missed you saying Trent's name. So then I don't have really qualms with anybody else on offense. I mean, nobody else has had that good of a season to really stick out and be Pro Bowl caliber as well. So I think they got that right. And I think pulling those people from our team is pretty good. I mean, Kittle's really the best tight end in the NFL when it comes to all around what he can do in terms of receiving, running with the ball after the catch, blocking, amping up the team, being a good teammate and all that stuff. I mean, I don't think there's anybody better than him. And then Juszczyk is the best it is at what he does, which is everything out there on the field.
Dude, I'm going to go ahead and guess that we only get CMC as an all-pro, like first team, like maybe we get Kittle as a second team, maybe we get Trent as a second team. But outside of that, like, well, one, the all-pro would be a travesty if CMC isn't first team running back. But outside of him, I can't imagine in a week or two that we have anybody first team besides him, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, it'd probably be hard.
Maybe Gifford, since he got Pro Bowl special teamer, maybe he'll get all pro too. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. But I mean, CMC being a Pro Bowl, I mean, that makes sense. I mean, he's been the best running back in the NFL pretty much all season long. It was him and Jonathan Taylor for a little while there, but Taylor kind of fell off. So it's weird. CMC by himself for like the last 4 or 5 weeks now at this point in time.
You're our bet tracker guy. See if CMC is still the front runner for comeback player of the year. Because I don't know. Only sometimes does it seem like there's like a clear cut comeback player of the year, and I'm very, very curious who would be ahead of Christian. If it's not Christian, who is the front runner? Because I'm thinking
it's Christian.
Okay, who's the top 5 if it lists 5?
It's McCaffrey and then Trevor Lawrence.
He shouldn't. Was he hurt last year?
No, he just sucked last year.
It's okay, so you don't qualify. You don't qualify just for sucking anymore.
I don't know. Well, apparently DraftKings thinks you do. Then it's Dak.
Dak would be a good pick.
Aiden Hutchinson.
Okay, I can see that.
Phillip Rivers.
No. Get out of here.
And then Stephon Diggs.
This is a little bit of a reach, but I mean, I can kind of see that argument, but that's a little bit of a reach.
Diggs has had a decent season.
Yeah, I wouldn't say an all world, but
no. But he's had a fine season for coming back from an ACL.
Yeah. No, the only one that really scratches my head is you're not supposed to qualify for just being ass last year anymore. I didn't think.
I don't know. Like I said, DraftKings apparently thinks that you do because they got Trevor Lawrence in there.
Okay. Well, that'd be cool to see Christian get offensive player was 2 years ago. I was going to say back to back, but no, getting a comeback player. He hit 2,000 yards. What else do you need from the guy?
Well, Christian is currently second in offensive player of the year according to DraftKings. So,
ooh, let me guess. Who would be first? Drake May?
No.
Oh, not Drake May.
No.
Okay. It's not Taylor anymore. Can I get position?
Receiver.
It's not CD. It's not Chase. It's not Mike. Mike was hurt a lot. Oh my God. No, not Puka. JSN.
Yes, correct.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. JSN at negative 280, and then Christian is at plus 270.
I think hitting 2,000 yards is more impressive than what JSN did. But I mean, no disrespect to JSN. Like he's awesome.
Shh, don't poke the bear before next week. What's wrong with you, Dan?
He's
You know he listens to the podcast.
he is a phenomenal wide receiver from your not alma mater, your preferred college of choice. No disrespect at all to what he's been doing. He is not a quarterback, or he is not a receiver to sleep on. You need to watch all the tape you can on him.
Jeez, you're trying to set him up for multitudes of success before the game this week. You can't do that.
Oh my God. That's funny. No, I'm embarrassed. I didn't think about him over Christian for offensive player. I would not be mad if he got it because he's been killing it.
Yeah, he's been really good.
Okay, so that's a good segue into. We've talked about the awards. We needed to talk about the Pro Bowlers, but now, as we have been talking about before the sponsor drop or the sponsor break, we're playing for the number 1 seed, dude. I'm trying to manifest. I'm trying to manifest. Just not jumping the gun. I'm not wearing a conference hat. I'm wearing 2 years ago division hat. We're at home. This is not the last or the first time that we've played Seattle for playoff seeding. Because remember the game where it came down to the guy didn't stretch his arm far enough when Dre Greenlaw tackled him. Remind me, was that 2019?
2016, I think.
16?
No, 2019. 2019, yeah.
I was going to say 16 was his last year with the Falcons.
Yeah, 2019.
Yeah, God, we're old now.
Yeah.
So this is, how funny. We, like you said earlier too, making fun of, the rivalry game is just going to be a bunch of backups, which is not inaccurate on defense, but but no, this game matters, and we're playing on Saturday. We have I don't know when OSU is going to play, but I know IU is playing on New Year's Day. I can't wait for that. Then our game is Saturday at 8:30 after maybe the Bucks win the division or maybe the Panthers win the division at 4:30. Who knows?
Yeah.
Because even if the Bucks win, they might not.
Yeah.
But no, prime time. I agree with your little bit of really, and from what I saw on the internet today, that we should have gotten Sunday Night Football instead of the Ravens Steelers, but of course we didn't because that rivalry is better for ratings, I guess.
I guess. I mean, whatever. I don't think so myself, but that's
Aaron
fine.
Rodgers versus maybe Lamar Jackson if his back kind of heals up a little bit.
Right. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, I guess maybe it's because it would have been having the same team on like back-to-back weeks or something like that. I mean, maybe that plays into it a little bit. Because the 49ers would have been on Sunday Night Football back-to-back weeks, but
yeah,
I don't know. I think
still we could have been
two teams playing for the NFC number 1 seed is a lot bigger than just 2 teams playing for the AFC North, and 2 teams that are not very good either, mind you.
Yeah. No, that was the first thing I said was that the AFC North is just trash. Not as trash as the NFC South, but no one should be scared of any team in the AFC North on that side of the playoffs.
No.
Whoever literally limping into the playoffs, whoever wins that game.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you want to be nice and say like the Ravens were dead in the water and now they're back? I think that's being way too generous, personally.
I just think Pittsburgh hasn't been able to put them away. I mean, Pittsburgh had a layup game against Cleveland. All they had to do was win and beat the Browns. And I mean, yes, the Browns defense is really, really good. We've talked about that, as an aside here on the podcast a number of times because I secondly root for the Browns as a team. But, you're playing the Browns are playing for nothing other than Myles Garrett to get a sack. And you're playing to win and close out your biggest rival for a playoff spot and be able to sit all your starters next week. And you can't score more than 6 points against the Browns. Come on. I mean,
you could have locked the division up that day against a team starting Shedeur Sanders as a rookie.
Yeah.
That is pathetic.
Yeah.
It should not have been that steep a drop off losing DK Metcalf for the rest of the regular season.
No. I mean, they should have been able to figure out something offensively. They just had nothing going on offensively. And I mean, yes, like I said, the Browns defense is really, 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 really good. But it shouldn't have been that stellar to be able to hold them in check and keep them off the board that much. And, the Steelers really blew that opportunity. They've blown a couple other opportunities. What they get squashed by the Chargers earlier this season on Sunday Night Football too, I think.
I did. That was fun to watch. I did see some of that game.
Yeah. So, I mean, they've just blown a couple of, opportunities this season where they really had a chance to take over and take control, and they haven't been able to do it. So, I mean, they've put themselves in this position to get sort of just the rug pulled out from under them by the Ravens. And
here's Sunday Night Football, because even bad AFC North football is still AFC North football.
It gives Chris Collins with a chance to slurp up Aaron Rodgers one last time.
It might be his last time, maybe.
So, Aaron Rodgers, look at him being so crafty in the pocket back there. I mean, let him do his thing for 3 more hours.
I'm very curious who's going to call the Bucs game, because there is no way it's not going to be Troy and Joe calling our game. There's no way. I don't know who
I wouldn't think so.
I don't know who the B team on ESPN is, so I'm very curious. They're not going to waste Troy and Joe on a 4:00 game in Tampa.
Oh no, I can't imagine that. No,
or is it? Or it doesn't matter where. It doesn't matter where. Both those teams are terrible, and it doesn't even lock in the division unless the Panthers win.
Yeah. No, I mean it's got to be Troy and Joe for us.
Which means what? It'll be Rex Ryan and Booger for the 4:30 game.
I sure hope so. I'd definitely watch that. That's an excellent commentary team.
Can't be, because he's still.
No, they use like Reese Davis and somebody else.
Booger's still with ESPN, isn't he?
I think so.
I think he's just on desk duty, maybe with Ryan Clark. I'm not in Shefty.
Yeah, I think so.
I'll be honest. I don't follow any ESPN. I don't watch ESPN period anymore. So I don't know anything about besides Troy and Joe for game commentary. I don't know anybody there anymore.
I have to watch ESPN tomorrow because it's where the Buckeyes play.
Oh wait. You got a New Year's Eve game. Oh, yep. Okay. Oh, yep. we got the New Year's Day game with the Rose Bowl. Okay.
Yeah, I got to buy one of them day pass things again.
I double check if that's getting a free pass on Disney.
Oh, okay.
Because our game against the Colts wasn't behind the paywall because I don't pay for the top tier of ESPN anymore. And yeah, it was a free pass on that. So double check that first.
Okay, I will.
I actually need to double check where the Rose Bowl is. I think Fox has the Rose Bowl. I'm not sure. I'll have to check it later. But yeah, oh my God, we got a big weekend, dude.
Yeah.
we got quite an exciting weekend of football.
Yeah.
I want on the college side, I would love to play you in the championship in Miami in 2 weeks. That'd be great.
That'd be crazy. Yeah. That'd be wild. So that'd be wild. I think the 49ers can really beat the Seahawks though. I mean, we did it week 1. Yes, we had a different roster in week 1. But I think that we can do it again. I think that the 49ers, I don't think the Seahawks are as good as everybody thinks that they are.
I watched that Carolina game very, very closely until the wheels fell off in the late in the third quarter. The wheels finally fell off in Carolina. But this team is very beatable. Our defense is not as good as Carolina's because Carolina low-key has a sneaky good defense. As we saw when we played Carolina, their defense was a lot better than people gave them credit for.
Yeah.
So but man, when the Seahawks offense is stuck in the mud, it's really stuck. I've noticed that lately too, just seeing blurbs about the Seahawks here and there for the last month. If they get rolling, which is usually in the second half, they'll get rolling and get back into it. But they are very susceptible to tripping up and just not having anything going for them in the first half of the game. So we have to take advantage of that. We have to take advantage of offensively being on the field. Yes, the Seattle defense is really, really good, but Kyle is one of the best offensive play callers in the league. If our offense can take advantage of a slow start by Seattle, should they have a slow start, that's going to be a real that will give us a huge leg up.
Just get up on them like 21-7 early on.
Yeah, if we can start fast, like there's obviously more than one way to skin a cat, but like if we can take advantage of Seattle being susceptible to being easily tripped up on offense, and especially in the first half, aces. That's going to pay off huge dividends comes the fourth quarter, I think.
I can see that.
Watch some highlights. Watch some recent highlights of Seattle. Seattle's offense, they're very spotty. Their defense is solid. The defense is very, very good in Seattle, which bodes well for us being at home, thank God. But no, that offense likes to be very hit and miss.
Well, if we can move Darnold around too, it'll make a difference because he's not the same quarterback, but he's moving around.
We'll have to see if he turns into a pumpkin like he did with the Vikings last year at this time.
Yep.
Like prayers that happened. So far, Carolina showed it could happen. It really could happen. There were little glimmers of that terrible Darnold in that game. They ended up pulling away from it, but it was on the back of the defense more than the offense. They're doing the opposite of what they're doing. Their defense is carrying them. Our offense is carrying us.
Okay. All right. Gotcha.
So that specific matchup, our offense against their defense, that's going to make or break the game for us, because unless Seattle decides to just not prepare for us at all on offense, like even a mediocre offense can score 20 points on our defense the way that we're playing right now.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure.
So hopefully we just have Demo shadowing JSN, if nothing else. If he shadows JSN, like that will help. But I mean, they still got Cooper Kupp, who even aged Cooper Kupp is still not bad.
Right.
But no, just oh my gosh, I can confidently say I'm very likely not watching the Ohio State game. I will be checking the score though. I've already told Joan we're watching the IU game. Like this is the Rose Bowl. Like I don't know if this will ever happen again. We're in the Rose Bowl though. We're watching this game at 4:00.
Right.
Then our game at 7. If we didn't say that explicitly, the Niners are playing at 8:30 on ESPN on Saturday, which is the 3rd. Saturday the 3rd. For all the marbles, man.
Yeah.
For all the shiny marbles.
Yeah.
I think with that, we are in a good spot to lose our media assets. Where are they? Nope. There they are. We need to give a shout out to our sponsor, Royal Retros. What is Royal Retros? It is your go-to place to get yourself an authentic throwback jersey, whether it is football or basketball or baseball or any of the major sports. They got you covered. For us Bay Area fans, you need to go ahead and, check out the Candlestick collection. It's curated with the Bay Area in mind. So find yourself a nice baseball Giants jersey, find yourself a Niners jersey, and throw it on your cart. Treat yourself to a New Year's present or a very, very late Christmas present. And use the promo code Shady Sports to get yourself 10% off of your entire order. It's not restricted to any specific item. Anything that's in your cart, you get 10% off your order with that promo code Shady Sports. You use that at checkout, again, at royalretros.com. Promo code Shady Sports. Thank you, Royal Retros, for being a sponsor. Go get yourself an authentic throwback jersey today. We are also selling T-shirts. These T-shirts we've been selling for a little bit now. We were just inspired 2 years ago by the seeming lack of accountability for owners versus player accountability for towing the line and just being a decent human being. Not to throw who I usually throw under the bus, but Dan Snyder was the owner that really inspired this. The Saints owner, there was that Texans minority owner that was messing around. Carolina's owner is definitely near the top of the crap list now. But as I was saying, we were inspired by that to create some T-shirts, and all of these T-shirts are going to be helping some families in need because the proceeds are going to be going to Mountain Comprehensive Care Center. It's a women's shelter in Kentucky. We've had them on the show. It was a fun interview. And yeah, all the proceeds are going to them in exchange for a really cool t-shirt. So all these are on bonfire.com. This is the owner standards over player standards, # owner accountability. This is kind of the standard shirt. As you see here, there's a variety of colors for this one, but they're made to order. You just pick your style, long sleeve, hoodie, crew neck, or a t-shirt. Then you pick your size. Pricing starts at $22.99. Same with all the shirts. The next one is the podcast cover art. This one just comes in gray, but you could show your support for the show by wearing our cover art right there on your chest. Again, made to order. Pick your style, pick your size. And again, the proceeds are going to Mountain Comprehensive Care Center. This one is our alternate logo with the goalposts and the peanuts. I personally think the red looks best in this. Seeing James rock this shirt every now and then is wonderful. It looks great. The fabric is wonderful. Again, made to order on bonfire.com. The last shirt is our mascot Peanut, eating a bowl of peanuts on his beanbag chair with his Niners hat. Very much eagerly waiting, just like us, for Saturday for our Week 18 showdown for the division, the number 1 seed, all the peanuts. Just this is football at its best. And you can look your best in these shirts again from bonfire.com. We are selling them there. The link is in the show notes, as well as more information on Mountain Conference Care Center if you want that. Yeah, we just want you to have a cool shirt while knowing you're helping a family in need. Eric, we have hit our hour mark. Is there any breaking news that needs to be discussed? I know we don't have a game on right now because we're taping this a day late, but
yeah, no game on, so I can't ruin the evergreen portion of the podcast today. Well, some news on the Diggs front. Patriots wide receiver Stephon Diggs faces strangulation and assault charges. So, to your own responsibility and player accountability slogan, there's one that comes out right away when other things get brushed under the rug quite quickly. You alluded to it earlier. The Cowboys released their cornerback Diggs. So he's out there on the market trying to hook up with somebody before the start of the playoffs so he can try to go chase a ring.
I think everybody's going to wait for the waiver wire or the waiver period. Or no, veterans don't go on the waiver wire, right? Or is that backwards?
He'll clear waivers, yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. There's no way anyone wants to pick up that contract.
No.
So give it a day, make your best pitch, and then tell the non-playoff teams to buzz off.
Yeah, pretty much. Watt could possibly play with playoff bid on the line for the Steelers this weekend. He's been out with a lung injury.
Oh yeah, poor dude. What a freak accident that was.
Yeah. He's been struggling with that, but he might possibly play. The Phillip Rivers experiment is over for the Indianapolis Colts. They're going to start Riley Leonard this weekend over Phillip Rivers, the quarterback.
That should qualify as elder abuse if they were putting him out in front of the Texans front seven. That would have just been mean. I commend them for benching him for that game.
Yep, and CMC does not practice today, so he is on the injury list with his back problem.
Oh, dang. It didn't say resting vet.
No, it said back specifically.
Damn, that's not good. Well, Trent wasn't a resting vet either. He's hamstring, so...
Yes. So, but, it's still early in the week. So, he says Lion Kyle says he'll play, so...
Yeah, no, I've heard Kyle's coach speak long enough. If he says the word specifically, there's a chance he's not playing.
Yeah, well, he said for Trent, there's a chance that he'll play. So
okay, so Trent's out.
Yeah,
as long as he doesn't say that for Christian, we'll be fine.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Well, with that, guys, that brings us to the end of our last episode of 2025. We will be back in the new year. We'll break down everything that happened, whether we won the division and the number 1 seed or not. Silver linings, we're still in the playoffs no matter what, but it's more than number 1 seed. it is literally playing at home until we're knocked out. That is an incentive that very, very, very seldomly comes around.
Yeah.
And hopefully we can take advantage of it and take it to our Seahawks. So, again, Saturday at 8:30, we got to cheer loud and proud. Our outro music is River Road by Justin Muth. We will catch you all. We'll catch you all in the new year. Let's beat the Seahawks.
Yep, be Seahawks. Go Bucks.
River Road, you got me running way back home. River Road, you got me running all night long. You got me singing some canal boat song. River Road, you got me running all night long. River Road, where have all the women gone? Have they kissed her hand and waved you bye-bye? Have they thought about crossing your double yellow lines? River Road, they love the way